channel. Welcome to the Plated Traditions channel. With your host Kendra Moses. This is the Plated Traditions channel. Welcome to the Plated Traditions channel. With your host Kendra Moses.
Hello, and welcome to the Plated Traditions channel. My name is Kendra Moses, and as always, we're resident Chef Kai off camera. So this week,
hello, and welcome to a brand new installment of Plated Traditions called What's That Latin? What's that Latin? What's that Latin? What's that Latin?
So, I guess we're going to do it this way this week. So, if it's keeping with what I had in mind, you're going to be seeing some spices and hearing their scientific or genetic phrase, or rather, their...
What's that Latin?
Yeah, that phrase. And it's just a kind of a short, simple way to try to figure out, or to try to introduce, rather.
What's that Latin?
Yeah.
What's that Latin?
The different scientific names or Latin names for herbs and spices that you may or may not come across, but I think it's just a fun thing to be able to know and kind of identify. It's awesome when you can do the identification of herbs and spices just by looking at their leaves or their seeds and saying you have a good feeling that it's this or this. And of course, when you're able to smell the different fragrances of these herbs and spices, it's just, to me, it's an awesome feeling. But I also appreciate knowing a handful of herbs and spices by their scientific name. And sometimes it may very well come in handy, as we discussed in a previous episode when we were talking about things like bell peppers. If you're somewhere else, they might just refer to them as capsicums, and that is really their Latin phrase for it. So, and that's how you might hear them introduce it to you or ask you, would you like partake into this particular food? So you may not hear bell peppers, but at least you know if you hear capsicum, you know that it has something along the lines of a peppery flavor. Like as far as being, made with bell peppers or made with any type of pepper, hot peppers, spicy peppers. So you know if you have affinity to these things, or you know if you have a real desire for these things, that if you hear capsicum, you know for certain that you'll be pleased. Most likely anyway, if it's something you never had before. And you'll be well on your way to enjoying what you may be about to eat. So
what's that Latin?
Yeah, so apparently I'm taking too long with this explanation, and I guess I'm handing you over to whoever that announcer is, and you'll be going through some herbs and spices and their Latin names.
What's that? What's that Latin? Plated tradition. I said, plated tradition. What's that Latin? Plated tradition. What's that Latin? Can you tell me? What's that Latin?
Hello, and welcome to a brand new installment of Plated Traditions called What's That Latin? Yes, what's that Latin? We're going to show you a variety of herbs and spices, and it'll be your job to tell us what's that Latin. So we're going to show you a quick clip, a quick pick of any herb or spice, and we're going to show you the Latin for it. So welcome to a brand new Plated Traditions installment of What's That Latin?
What's that? What's that? What's that? I say, plated traditions. What's that? What's that Latin? Plated traditions. Can you tell me what's that Latin? What's that? that Latin? What's that Latin? Can you tell me what's that Latin? What's that? What's that? I say, lady traditions. What's that? What's that Latin? Lady traditions. Can you tell me what's that Latin? What's that? What's that? What's that? Lady traditions. What's that Latin? What's that Latin?
Join us next time for our next installment of What's That Latin?
What's that? I say.
Thank you again for joining us for another week. We hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.